US President Joe Biden hasn't shied away from weighing in on Israel's judicial reform. Our Washington correspondent Annalise Nielsen joins us live now from DC. Annalise, how is the Biden administration responding?
Look, this is a really interesting moment in the relationship between the US and Israel, because the US does often weigh in on some of those foreign policy decisions by Israel that affect the region and the world. But this is quite a specifically domestic issue that Joe Biden hasn't shied away from commenting on. At the same time, we've had months of lobbying from the US government towards Israel over this judicial reform passing its parliament. We know there's no love lost between Benjamin Netanyahu and US President Joe Biden, being on opposite ends of the political spectrum, but also Benjamin Netanyahu was quite a close friend of Donald Trump up until he then congratulated Joe Biden for winning the 2020 election. Now he's out on both sides. But what we've seen today from the Biden administration is the same statement coming through the State Department, the White House administration, that they're disappointed by what's happened in Israel.
As a lifelong friend of Israel, President Biden has publicly and privately expressed his views that major changes in a democracy should be, if they're going to be enduring, must have as broad a consensus as possible. It was unfortunate that the vote today took place with the slimmest possible majority.
Pete, the other thing to remember here is Joe Biden's facing a lot of pressure from the progressives within his own party. This tweet's a good example, with AOC Congresswoman from New York responding to Nikki Haley, Republican presidential nominee, saying, naming names of people who've said critical things of Israel. AOC took that up quite happily and said, I think apartheid's wrong. And she also mentions Palestinians there. And so what we are seeing is this pressure within the Democrats, but another instance of where Joe Biden, while often cast as a moderate, sits very comfortably in his own views with the progressives of the party.
OK, Annalise Nielsen live from DC with the latest there. Thank you.